Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. How are you on this evening? Well, we're back, and here we're going to talk about the Atlanta. Now, if I don't have much to say, I tapped out. I done tapped out. I'm really trying to get into the women of New York.
Yes.
So go ahead. We can do a brief of that, but go ahead on, baby clone. Take us to the bridge.
Okay. Well, this episode is Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 14 of season 15. And I heard soon that we're coming up to a reunion. So that means the season is coming to an end. No, you did not clap for that.
Yes, it was. I can't.
Okay.
I can't. They gotta do better.
Well, in this episode, the first hot topic was really just about Drew gathering a health retreat in remembrance or as a way to support her sister
For mental ailment.
Yes, and she invited the rest of the cast to come on this mental retreat as well. And then her sister goes down through the journey of her mental health, which, sorry and condolences to you for going through your hard problems, but also you're sharing your journey in front of millions of people you do not know, and that's a very sensitive topic, in my opinion.
Yeah, but when you're seeking fame and, I guess all bets are, she on the show?
Yeah, she
and that is that they do. I don't know this to be a fact, but they say, whoever they are, say that black people don't acknowledge mental ailments. I don't know, because in my whole family, we acknowledged it. So I don't.
Yeah,
I grew up with, you go to therapy, talk to somebody, a counselor, because it was like that in the schools I went through. So I always, in school, right?
Yes,
you have counselors
I could understand maybe having a stigma against like depression, anxiety,
and or the thing that I would think, when they say schizophrenia or bipolar, those names.
Yes,
those are the names that they like to label you. Schizophrenic, bipolar. And those are the names that people don't fully understand.
Yes.
Because those are, I think they are mood disorders. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, so don't quote me.
Yeah, I believe one's a mood and one's a personality disorder.
It could be.
However, one comment that you made about Drew, since we're on the topic, is that you find something, I don't mean to smile at this, but you find something sickening about Drew. But however, you did say you will give her a pass because she has a lot going on.
She's always argumentative. She's not humble. She's feisty.
Yes.
She's not humble. And there's a word that I want to use, and I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Okay.
There's something about her aura that's dirty.
Oh.
Not dirty. There's something about her that makes her dirty. I could just see it in her aura, but I can't tell you.
I can understand.
What am I saying?
It's like the say, you can be beautiful on the outside, but be ugly on the inside.
No, but it's not the ugliness. It's just something about her. When you was a little kid, you just didn't like cleaning up your room.
Yeah, that's true.
You wasn't dirty,
mm-hmm.
But as a mom, it's like, oh, you're so dirty, you trifling, clean up your room. Right. However, it's like that.
Okay.
That's not it. I'm just trying to explain it, and it's something about her that it just makes her trifling to me. Spiritually, it's something about her. Maybe it's the way she moves, the way she talks, the way she's always argumentative, the way she's always got her head. It's something about that's attached to her that just it's an attachment that she's always on guard. She's always crying.
Is she one of the newbies?
Yes, to me, she's a newbie.
Has she always had this kind of personality? Because maybe
I liked her at one point, but it could just be her marriage. Like, I gotta give her a break, because whatever that thing that is attached to her spiritually, it's dark and it's yucky and and I know you can't see it with the eye.
Right, yes, of course. However, we did get a little insight on Drew and her marriage with Ralph, because they said that they finally got to have a date night. Even though their couple therapist said that they recommend them having a date night weekly, and they have not been following that. And nor has Ralph been going to couples therapy. And Drew and the therapist really feels like Drew needs to hold Ralph accountable for his actions and not showing up to therapy if he really wants this marriage to work.
You can't make somebody do what they don't want to do. I don't know what's going on with Ralph. But I don't even know if I think he wants his marriage. Ralph is an alpha male. Ralph wants his marriage. But yes. Ralph wants his marriage, and Ralph want to do what Ralph want to do.
Yes.
And I don't want no back talk here. Now, you got your career. This is how I see Ralph. You got your career, woman. You got your career. Now, shut up now. Go on now. Like, sound like an ike. Go on now. Go on now.
Yes,
you got your career. I'm over there, woman. Now, I'm taking care of business, woman. Now, I ain't got to tell you everything I do. Now, bills getting paid. Now, go on now. Go on and play now. Go on and do that move with Tammy and Todd. That's how I see him. Like that. And I think it's a yuckiness about it. And I think that she done dealt with it. And it's like it's gotten so big she don't even know how to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, she said that she just comes to therapy now for herself so she can get some counseling and therapy so she can get herself
But the
together.
bottom line is, if she wants her, this is in my opinion, and many of you may disagree, but at the bottom line is, are you willing to go through the rough spots? Is he still saying, okay, no matter what I'm doing, it may take me 2 to 3 years to get finished with this, but this is where I'm at. Are you willing to do it? And if she say, yeah, this is the rough parts. This is all the stuff you go through. She out there thinking he's cheating?
Yes, she is.
If you think that, honey, hire a private investigator and be done with it. You can afford it? I don't get it.
Yes.
Why put your mind through that?
Mm-hmm.
When you can automatically hire somebody, you know, a few $100s or whatever it costs, $1,000, whatever it costs, just go check up on them.
Yeah.
Come on now, a few thousand?
Yeah, it can't be that
good
hard.
money. Good money, right?
Yes.
Well spent money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yes. And moving on to mention the last thing about Drew, because now that I'm really looking over it, most of this episode was kind of about Drew.
It's all about Drew. It's like she takes over. She's
the
intoxicating.
Last 3 episodes were about Drew. First Drew and LaToya, now Drew and her marriage and this mental health retreat. Which go fitting for her to pick something about the mental health.
And I don't think the topic about mental health is exciting. I don't think the topic about her marriage, because of the way her husband is, it's just nothing about her exciting to me.
But we did get to see a little bit.
I don't like the way she dressed. I don't like the way
No. But we did get to see a little bit of what the past entails, because they did a table reading. And we got to see that Drew was in it. Well, we knew Drew was in it.
knew she was
in it. Candy's in it. We know Todd's in it.
Right.
Apparently Monietta is in it, which is Candy's friend, so go figure.
Right.
But yeah, that was really it for Drew and Ralph. Now we're going to move on to Sonia, who mentioned a pregnancy, and she made it a big deal throughout this episode through pictures and writing it out and trying to be secretive. However, what was interesting is that Kenya said that she supports Sonia and that now she has even more of a baby fever. And Kenya had a discussion as a transition into Kenya. She had brought Monietta over and Candy to talk about having a second baby because she really wants baby number 2. And her friends are...
But at least she's thinking about surrogate.
Yeah, she did put surrogacy on the table.
That's good because she cannot have a baby.
Yes.
And the thing is, she wants to have those babies by Mark. If I was Mark, I would have an issue, but Mark gave up on them, so the eggs belong to her. The whatever it is, they belong to her.
Yeah.
And she wants to use them. Go ahead, Kenya.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pay for a surrogate if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean...
But whatever you don't be
safe.
But whatever you do, don't go to your little 4 or 5-year-old and say, well, you want it, come on now. Don't do that. You know you want it. That little girl don't know about that.
No, she doesn't.
You got that little girl so loved. That little girl don't know. You're like, don't you want a baby? Don't you want it? No, Bobby. Yes, you do. A little girl. Yeah, Bobby. Come on, stop it. Kenya, you got baby fever. And it's okay because it happened late in life for you. And sometimes it happens late in life. But if you're going to do it, you better get busy because you're you entering into your 50s. What is she, 53 now? 52?
Who?
Kenya.
That is a good question. Let me look that up.
Oh, okay. I forgot you. Yeah, I mean, what is she, 52, 53, It's so sad that by the time you figure out everything you want in life, you in your 50s.
Yeah, she is 52.
See, by the time, when is her birthday?
January 24th.
So, yeah, she's next year, so she's at that age where she, figured it out late and, and like many of us, it's like, you're like, okay, I figured it out. And now it's like you got all these complications.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
So to end it off, we're going to talk about Candy and how she had a little...
Before we go over there, I just wanted you to end it with the pregnant girl.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, how her husband was excited and all that, and the family. And
all that. Yes.
That was a good scene, but she's not one of my favorite people, so go ahead, baby, Crone.
Okay, well, what Sonia had did was they had a shirt, and whatever they did, it was like on the back of their shirt, like how sometimes you put something on the back of your shirt. So when they turned around, their family said one person had weird and the other one said pregnant. And their family was like, oh my God. And then during the mental health retreat when Sonia was sitting around with the cast members, she has got front and center. And right before the picture was taken, she flashed open her shirt to say, I'm pregnant. And it was like, everybody, look at your pictures I just sent you. And just like how you felt, somebody else felt. She always makes it a spectacular. Just tell us you're pregnant.
She's just so... I don't know. She seemed like a sweet girl. Is there something about her? I don't know. Maybe it's a competitiveness. I don't know. I don't know the way she play. I don't like the way she's in and go back and talk.
That is true.
She
does
messy.
Do that.
She messy. She tries to be in with everybody, but she's really in with Sheree.
Yes.
But she goes in and listens, and then she goes back, and I don't like that. She's like a chihuahua to me. I don't like that chihuahua. I don't like it. And she goes back and forth. I don't like it.
Yes, understandable.
And she's just not one of my favorites. Drew was, but now she's just too sappy, too watery. She's just heavy. Ooh, get off of me. Ooh, she feel like the blob. Get off of me. No. Who else? I am feeling my way. Well, what's her name? Big earrings.
Oh,
over the top. I like Marlo. I think I like the fact that I like her talking about her beau. I like that about Marlo. I do like about that Cynthia's back. That really felt good. Like I said, I like the older people. And also I like Candy. Well, she's really not in the show. And I really felt like Candy felt left out when Sheree did not invite her. And she felt left out. But Candy is really not around. And if they're going to come back, I think it's time for Candy to go.
Yeah, and that was something that Sheree had brought
and
to
I know that
attention
she doesn't
before.
Want to go. But you just have to know when you outgrow something.
Yes.
And it's time for you to go.
Because she even cried a little bit about it on the mental health retreat when they had did some meditation. Mm-hmm. She said that she just really needed that woosah moment to like take a pause from her life because she
really
busy.
Needs to step away from the Housewives for about a year or two. They can always take her back. She really needs to sit down for a while. Really.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not saying this out of hatred or anything. If my mind changed, I'll tell you during the reunion.
Okay.
But right now, I really think that there was a time at the beginning of the shows you wouldn't have been able to do what Candy is doing. So the shows have gone a long way because it was about business, us here, front and center. Now you go off for days. So I really think, Candy, you really need to take and let this go. And wherever the tips, you know what, you can always come back. And not only that, you and Todd got so much. You got TV.
Yes.
You will not be missed, girl. You'll be out there. I really think that you're headed for a burnout. But I gave a reading on him. And I really think you really need to let this go because you don't need this anymore. And I think maybe if she go, maybe we could get another feeling. Because if Kenya go, it's not. If Marlo go, no. And Cherie, no. But if Candy go, it will really change the dynamics of it, I feel.
Yeah, that's true.
And because it seems like, to me, it seems like the show, and I adore Candy, is catering more to what Candy needs are right now. And that just seems a little bit unfair to me, considering when all the girls couldn't do none of this. So with that being said, I love Candy, but Candy, I think it's time for you to let the show go. And if it's there 2 years from now, you can always come back. You know, and Candy, you know he'll make a show for you.
Yes.
So, but you could do so much. You don't need it anymore. I think you need to leave. And you're not around. And unfortunately, I miss you not being around, Candy.
Yeah, that is true.
I do. But you're really not around. I enjoy watching you, but I can truly say you're not around. And when I see you looking unhappy and sad and just stressed out, tired, here missing stuff, it don't look good. Your slip's showing. Choose. And this, you can come back to this. I think you need to sit down for a while, Candy. I say it out of love.
Yes.
As if she gonna hear this. So anybody who know Candy, just say this is out of love. Yeah, what is it?
I said you spoke on it.
I did. And it's out of love because I love her. I love her. She is the show to me. But you can't be the show if you're not around.
That is very true.
And I think Sheree made that, her name Sheree?
Yes.
Sheree or Cherie, whatever, Sheree. She made that clear. And I think Candy felt that.
Yes, she did.
And I think it hurt Candy feelings. But I think, and I like the fact that Sheree put it there. And even Kenya said it.
Yeah.
It's just not. And it's not
personal.
Bad. It's not personal. You need time.
Yes.
You done did this show for years. It's always your baby. Just take a little year off. Just say, I need a woosah. And not do the show for a year. And you can always come back. Or take one of them girl trips.
Yes.
I would love to see you on one of those.
Yes.
Right.
That would
take
be
a trip away from this and do a girls trip.
Yes.
That would be, and then come back.
Yeah, you'll get to relax, new people.
You're going away for what, 8 days?
Yes.
We're going to do girls trip. I love it. We're going to do it. So with that being said, Baby Crone, is there anything else you want to add?
Yes. Lastly, I just want to add how Candy was supportive of Todd and her project because she kept emphasizing that she really needs to make this happen because Todd wants it to happen.
What she's saying to me is Todd did a lot for me. Todd sacrificed. Todd has always been there for me. And Todd made very, very lucrative. Todd being with you, you made Todd a very rich man. So Todd doesn't have any complaints. However, you being a humble wife, a submissive wife, understanding the needs of your husband, and you are saying, hey, what is she saying?
She said, I'm willing
to let him shine.
Yeah, make this project happen.
I'm going to make it because I know he needs this. Just like I needed to act.
Right.
He needs this. And I'm supporting him. However, Candy, you didn't have to be in it. But I understand you're an actress, and absolutely you should in that sense.
Yes.
And there will come a day.
But he is producing it. Like, he wants the full rights. He's like, I just need to make something of that's successful. And she was just like, okay, we can do that. I'm down for that, basically.
I want to see it. I can't wait to see it. So I'm excited, you know.
Yeah, that was just nice to see that they were just like a little power duo. Like, she's like, I got your back, Todd.
I don't know. I did have a little thing that Monietta was in it, but she didn't put Kenya in it.
That is true.
And I guess if she would have put Kenya, it would have looked too much like the ladies of Atlanta.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, because Drew don't really look like a lady of Atlanta to me, really. She's only been there, 2-3 years? She haven't been there that long.
Gotcha.
To me, in my opinion. She could have been there longer. That's just how far my mind go back with her. But other than that, I wish Todd nothing but success on this movie.
Yes, I can't wait for it to come out. I heard it's supposed to be coming out sometime towards the end of this year. Is
it coming out on YouTube?
I'm not sure.
Well, we'll find out.
Yes.
So I'm sure they're going to advertise. You're going to go to a theater and see. Well, I don't know. Because every time I supported Candy going to her stuff, I've been a little disappointed. That's all I'm going to say about that. But nevertheless, I still support her and I love her. So with that being said, what else?
Yep, that would be all. That was all it for episode 14 of season 15 of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Right.
And you can always catch it on Bravo at 8 p.m.
on
Sundays. So hopefully with that, and then right after that immediately is the Real Housewives of New York. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Right. And hope you enjoyed the recap. And hopefully you're watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. And if you're not, we hope you enjoy our opinions and our commentary.
Yes, please. Thumbs us up. Yes. Tell us to someone. Mention us.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Share the video.
Tell us what you think. We're here. And with that being said, thank you for joining us on this episode of
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Sunflowers.